Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Archer's Point. I am your terrifying storyteller, Rachel, aka the Peacock Vampire. You can find me on Instagram as the Peacock Vampire. In our last episode, we had some people lose a lot of sanity. I hope they lose more this episode. So let's go ahead and introduce our cast, starting with the surprisingly sanest Mallory.
Everyone, you can find me on social media at MMC, and it's either going to be 2 E's or 4 E's depending on which social media it is. I'm here every other Thursday, and then my D&D stream starts up next Tuesday, and that'll be every other Tuesday with Total Party Chill on Twitch.
And the next sanest, because you know what, I'm doing it by sanity right now. The next sanest is Ben.
Hi, hello. My name is Ben. You can find me pretty much on the TTRP Discord as Ben Tells Horror Stories, and increasingly here, which is pretty cool. Every other Sunday, I run The Place of Wrath and Tears, a 1957 Cult Divinity Lost actual play that is currently in the middle of its red intermission, which has been quite a fun time. And that's it.
And then we have Tommy.
I'm bound and determined to become the least sane just so I can go last. Hi, my name is Tommy. You can find me on TTRP Theater Discord and on various other shows on TTRP Theater like Cyberpunk Reg and Runner Blues on Wednesdays, This Game on Thursdays, Heritage and Honor on Fridays, which is the Werewolf the Apocalypse story. So, yeah, intro.
And sitting at a concerning 83 out of 100 sanity, we have Zach.
Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. You can find me in a variety of places, such as ATL by Night on Tuesdays over at twitch.tv/ATL by Night. We're coming back on July 5th. Yeah, that's the Tuesday. You can find me on Adjacent by Night on levelup_TTV. You can also find me in the middle of July on Virtual HorrorCon running over the course of the weekend. I'll be running a game called Don't Rest Your Head as the final game of the convention. And on Twitter at YepIt'sZach for anything else that I wind up doing.
Awesome. So, jumping into episode 3, you guys got back from the manor house where you were greeted with many a terrifying vision, and Orion ended up covered in blood from something. So you cleaned him up, went back to your hotel, and then slept because, as Ben pointed out, that it's an odd choice of words. Y'all are still human, so you need to sleep. So you wake up the next morning, if you can call it that, because sun never rises, sun never sets. It's an eternal nighttime in your presidential suite in the hotel.
Well, Mike's used to waking up early in the morning, so unless someone else is, I'm sure he's probably awake first.
She's doing her hair.
Okay.
Very, very early.
He is not. But he does probably head down to the kitchen for whatever's there, at the very least coffee, because this isn't going to work without caffeine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As before, the kitchen is fully stocked with fresh, actual food, not prop food.
Just whatever looks good, just goes on whatever tray he can find and brings back up.
Do you just bring up enough for you, or do you bring up stuff to share?
Oh, he brings up probably 3 times as much as all of us could reasonably consume. It is absolutely too much food, all capital letters.
Bring wine.
Morning.
Yes, we're day drinking. It's first thing in the morning. Mimosa.
Did I hear tequila?
Mimosa. It's champagne
Mm,
and orange juice.
Tequila. It sounds like it has a lot of calories.
Wait till noon, at least.
what is noon around here?
Fair.
6 hours after we wake up.
What is time?
Seems
Are
arbitrary.
there clocks?
Are not clocks.
I haven't seen one.
Pull out my
but
phone?
still phone doesn't work. But I will say, Emma, you do notice that the water stains on the ceiling and in the corners of the room, they look a little worse.
Don't like that.
Hey, do we have like a plumber here?
Have you seen anybody else besides us here?
I don't know. Maybe one of you were a plumber in your past life.
No, I was not a plumber in any life.
Technically, no.
Define technically.
Technically, I'm not a plumber, but I've been told to fix everything in the building more than once.
So I'm just saying, I'm not like an expert, but like, that's not normal.
Yeah, it's not. I was really hoping it was going to be somebody else's problem, but it doesn't seem like there's a somebody else. For it to
Could
be
you just
their
wait till
problem.
I'm done with my makeup and hair, and then you can fix it?
Sure.
Thanks.
That'll be like a leaking pipe on the next floor or in between floors or what?
I have no idea. What's the ceiling made out of? Are we talking about like a nice, beautiful ceiling that is not going to be easy?
Yes, but I will
Okay.
say, Mike, just because of your background and all the things that you have done, the water stains look worse, but they don't look recent. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So I'm imagining something like the things that are smeared but look like they were produced smeared.
A little bit, yeah. It's like, the ceiling was stained a long, long time ago. It's not currently leaking water.
But nothing changes here without a reason. So
Maybe
why
it's
would
a-
they make?
It's a time marker.
Maybe it's a time marker. Maybe we're supposed to look in the room above us.
Yeah, have we like tried just like opening other people's doors? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't want to open any doors.
No,
anywhere
yeah,
at
no.
all.
All right, let's try.
Okay.
So as you leave your room, the walls now have posters on them
Cool.
for the fairground. Just like the flyer that you got in your mailbox when you came home from the manor.
They want us to go.
They seem pretty set on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do clowns.
Maybe it's not a clown kind of carnival.
You really think there aren't clowns in the haunted, crazy video game Puzzle Town?
No, maybe it's
I
like
agree with the plumber.
maybe it's like an old style carnival, like pre-clowns.
Back when they were
Oh,
creepier,
good.
because the
Then what's
makeup
there?
sucked.
Lepers?
Yeah, like the freak show stuff and the test of strength and the carnival.
What, like
games.
Harry the dog boy and a bearded lady? No,
Yeah.
thank
So
you. No.
Yeah, the freak show stuff is actually kind of worse than clowns because that could like turn into an actual like abomination type
Yeah.
stuff.
I didn't say it was better or worse. I just said it wasn't clowns.
I feel like you haven't seen American Horror Story, and I'm just saying that, like, Exhibit A,
Did they do a season of that?
they did, literally. It was called Freak Show.
That's kind of on the nose.
Kinda.
Well, Emma, you can either.
I'm just telling you,
open
if
up
someone
doors-
starts saying Google Goggle one of us, I'm out.
I'm sure it'll come up.
I'm just gonna go open doors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the doors are locked. Like, this is a hotel. The doors are
Just
locked.
keep trying. Knocking on them loudly.
You're gonna draw attention to something.
Nobody.
No?
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. You take the elevator upstairs. There are only 6 floors. So this is
Excellent.
the highest floor level. Yeah, more flyers on the walls for the fairground. But
Is anyone gonna
again,
follow her?
sorry, what happened?
Is anyone gonna follow her?
Yeah, it was my dumb idea, so
All right.
probably.
Should really
oughta-
put a bell on her. Any of these doors? She's same thing.
Mm-mm. I'll say one of
She'll
them
come
has a
back
do not disturb on the door hanger.
That one I'm disturbing. Disturbing the fuck out of that one.
How are you disturbing it?
Room service.
You hear a banging on the other side of the door that echoes yours.
Nope.
Maintenance.
It echoes your knock again.
Nope.
The boogeyman.
It echoes your knock again.
We are leaving. The only other person we saw was fucking Aleister Crowley with a gun and with a bullet hole in his head. We are not finding out what's behind door number 2.
I think this door is the door. I think this is it. This could save us all.
So are you trying to handle?
She's gonna try and kick the door in.
Okay. So, I'll say first off, make me a grit roll to see if you can even do
Not
it.
brawn.
Not brawn.
Brawn.
Grit first, and I'll say it's a difficulty of 7.
Ten. 4.
Okay, well you get an adversity token because you fail a roll. Congrats!
Excellent.
We like to fail forward here using kids on bikes. But yeah,
Cute.
As soon as your foot makes impact, even though you're wearing rubber-soled sneakers, you feel this jolt of electricity go in through the bottom of your foot.
She like jumps back. Like, does my hair stick up and have like static to it, or?
There's the faintest crackle.
Okay, that was not a normal door. The door is electrocuting.
Yeah.
The more it doesn't want us to go in there, the more I want to go in there. Just help me open it and then we can leave. It's not like anything's gonna kill us here anyway.
You don't know that.
They wouldn't be tormenting us and giving us food and alcohol and beds and like water.
Look, I don't know what's in charge of this place, but if it's anything like a person, it's used to
Give me the gun.
being in charge. No,
Give me the gun.
it's used to being in charge. And when it doesn't think it's in charge anymore, it's going to start breaking its fucking toys.
You're starting
Its
to
version
sound
of
like a
taking its
conspiracy
ball and
theorist.
going, no. I've just spent some amount of my life not in control of my environment.
That sounds like a personal problem. I'm extremely in control of everything.
Yeah?
A paper slides out from under the door.
Ooh! Picks it up.
It's a map on how to get to the fairground.
Yeah. Total control. Absolute badass.
She balls it up and throws it right at his head and then leaves.
So,
In his-
Mike, when it gets to
Yes.
the floor, it uncrumples.
Yes, perfectly. Yeah. In Mike's head, from this moment on, the thing is called the Warden.
Okay.
And he gets the hint. He understands soft power, and he picks up the paper and starts checking out the map, and to make sure there's no swamp of sorrows or like mesa of terrible madness or anything else like that between us and the fairgrounds.
No, in fact, it leads through a grassy meadow.
The most dangerous of environments. Well, Mike heads back down to our suites with the newfound map.
Yeah, I guess I'm just down there with Jordan. I guess I'm just going through my bag of stuff at this point, just sorting out like the gear and other like trinkets that I've got shoved in there along with the extra keys, plural.
Just watching pre-gaming.
She goes and looks at the spread that you brought for breakfast. All of these things have carbs in them. You couldn't find anything that wasn't like going to make me super fat?
I feel like you're gonna walk a lot. You'll be fine.
I have a very strict diet. You have no idea what it's like to be a professional athlete.
I feel like you'll be fine.
This feels like a very physically minded area.
Yeah, it's a fairground, which is nonstop walking.
And, fighting, running.
Running, yeah. Whatever's there. Oh, what'd you find upstairs?
A map.
Oh, nothing.
Mapped what? The
fucking fairgrounds.
I got you. So we should probably go to the fairgrounds before something happens.
She's begrudgingly going to leave the building and go towards the fair.
Yeah. Are we ready to go then? Or is there anything else we want to do here?
I'm gonna go.
Might as well.
Is there bottled water?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not a punishing storyteller. A bit. So yes, you lead the hotel. You follow the map to this grassy, wide open spaces meadow. There isn't fog in front of you. The fog pathway is behind you. You basically have free reign to cross this meadow. Everyone make me a brains roll. I'll just say whoever rolls the highest. It will probably be Orion because you're rolling with a d20. But
I think I have a d4. I literally have a d4.
you
It's
have
not.
but you might explode.
9.
So we have 9 and 9.
A 2?
7. Got 7. On a
6.
D20.
Okay. So both Jordan and Orion, you notice that there's no wind blowing, there's no breeze, but it looks like the grass is softly rippling as if there is a breeze.
Grass is alive.
I'm gonna just reach down and just touch, like stop like a section of it.
It goes against your fingers.
That's what I'm gonna pull.
You pull, you have a blade of grass.
Just
Don't move
severed it, like severed at the bottom, no like connection point or anything.
Just like you plucked a normal thing of grass.
Looks like grass, but whatever's moving it is not up here.
Not a fan.
Not really, no. Not really a fan of most of this, to be fair.
I'll also say, just because you guys rolled the highest, there's a cluster of rocks a little bit in the distance, and one of them is, you know how in animation you can definitely tell what's going to be moved because it looks different?
Mm-hmm.
One of the rocks looks like that.
Okay, the video game comparison was, it was cute, but now it's really deliberate.
Yeah. See it? Do you want to go towards it or go around it?
Well, if we're supposed to be following a game, then we're supposed to be opening it, I imagine.
Cool.
So we probably should go towards it.
Who wants to trigger the trap?
I'll do it. Whatever. He heads towards the boulder.
Okay. No one is going with you. Are you all just staying where you are?
Walking a little bit closer, but I'm not right behind him.
Okay. So Mike, you get to this boulder. It looks noticeably different than the other rocks around it. What are you doing?
First thing he's gonna do is he hasn't played a lot of video games, and so he's kind of trying to intuit. So the first thing he does is he actually just puts his hands on it, to see if it's hot, that quick touch, and then take away.
It's cold.
And then he just inspects it, sees if there's anything there, looking for a cool handprint shaped recess or a keyhole or anything else, and then he gives it a push along the side to see if it rolls or slides.
It lifts up.
Like hinged?
No. Like how in yards people put like those rocks over the things that stick up in the ground just to hide them.
Like it's clearly a fake rock once he picks it up.
Yeah. All right. And because Mike has a keen sense for the illusion of choice, he sees what's under the rock.
So there is an open face box, like there's no lid to it, and there is a book in it, a big leather-bound tome. No writing on the front or the spine.
Okay. No writing, no symbols, no giant pentagram or anything else. Okay. Everything Mike learned about the occult, he learned from the Evil Dead franchise. So he pushes the rock up, kind of glares at it, looks under there, and then looks directly at Orion.
What?
Not accusingly, but that this is the look that makes this your problem kind of a glare.
What?
And he says, there is a giant spooky book under the rock.
Okay.
Not a hole.
Well, I'm going to grab it, but after this, it's your problem.
Why is it my problem?
Because you're
Dude, because out of the four of us, I have the highest confidence that you're going to be able to open the spooky book and read it.
Yeah, I pay other people to read for me. I don't do reading on my own.
That tracks. Okay.
Wow. So Mike grabs the book, unless, something surprises or interrupts him. Definitely the Indiana Jones, okay. Whew. Then he puts the rock back, I guess, and walks back over to the other three, kind of giving it a look, maybe just kind of letting the book fall open in the middle.
Yeah, make me a brawn roll.
Yeah, of course. Fine. Very good.
Let's say difficulty, you roll what, a d20?
Yeah.
Give me a 16.
16. Damn, I'm about to get eaten by a book. I get nowhere near a 16.
You can't move because the grass has started to entwine around your ankles.
Oh, I hate that.
You gonna bring me the book or?
Just as soon as the fucking grass lets me.
Huh?
Guys.
Oh.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
grabbing you?
It's also
Yeah.
now grabbing Orion, which you haven't noticed because you haven't tried to move.
Nope.
But it's starting to wind its way around your feet.
What are we gonna do about?
I'm gonna go find you help.
Yeah, sure. Hang on.
You are the help.
The fog wall is now preventing you from leaving the meadow area.
Yeah.
Rip it up. Like the same way you did before. Just rip.
Well,
You know, I don't want to touch it.
I guess like
Mike's-
going to like go to get to help Mike. I notice my feet are now locked.
Are you gonna try and move?
Actually, I'm gonna dig the hunting knife out of my bag.
Lovely. It doesn't work.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Careful you don't cut yourself.
Hell.
Now, can the grass not be cut through, or is it just growing faster than any cutting
The
can
grass
overcome?
can't be cut through. You need to pull yourself out. And it's also creeping up your ankles and your lower legs now.
Mm.
How close are we?
I don't know. How close are you?
I don't know. How close are we? I'm gonna reach for Mike. Just be like, pull.
Yeah, sure. He gives it a shot.
Yep. Make me another brawn roll.
Okay.
I'm actively trying to pick my feet up at the same time.
Yeah, I will say go ahead and take a +1 to your roll automatically, just by benefit of Orion helping you. Give me another 16.
Well, I rolled a 17, so +1 turns it into an 18. So
So you successfully break yourself out.
okay.
You can see the grass coming towards you, trying to lock on to you again.
Okay, get me
Well,
out.
we're having none of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get me out.
Yeah, I help Orion.
So Orion, you're gonna have to make me a brawn roll.
Cool. It's
I
not
will-
going to be at whatever level you just said.
Yeah, no. I will say you also get a +1.
It's still not going to be at whatever level you just said.
I know. Give me a 3. Give me a 3. You have an
Okay.
automatic +1. Give me.
Okay, that I can do that. I got a 3 with the +1.
Okay, so you both are out now, but the grass is still trying to grab onto you. You have to cross this meadow to get the fairground.
Yeah. I just like wave at Jordan and go, we should probably.
Also, are you guys standing still?
No.
No.
I'm walking in
Jordan
place at this
was,
point.
and I'm looking down.
So I will say low or high?
Low.
Low or high?
Me? Or
Yeah,
hi?
cool. So the grass hasn't noticed you yet.
Fantastic.
Actually, you know what? Mallory, low or high?
Hi.
The grass has noticed you.
Oh. All over my white shoes.
You got it too.
She's like vigorously like kicking and like trying
All
to
right.
jump and like acrobatic
Cool.
shit.
Cool. Make me a brawn roll. You also have a d20. Give me a 16.
$17.
Okay, cool. So you break yourself out.
At this point, she just is like literally jumping around, doing like back handsprings, like just trying not to touch the floor at all.
Cool. So as I'm guessing you all are trying to make your way across the meadow. Lovely. Everyone give me a flight roll. I will say
Flight or fight?
flight. So I will say for Mike, your difficulty is 3. For Jordan, your difficulty is 6. For Emma, your difficulty is also 6. And for Orion, your difficulty is 7. Beautiful. Orion, you are evading it like a master. Do not want to get caught. 4, beautiful. You also don't get caught. Jordan, you get caught.
Jordan has
Mallory. Oh, Mallory, you got a 1. So you are also caught, and you are now being pulled into the ground.
She is screaming bloody murder, and it's high pitched, and it's like from the diaphragm, so it hurts, like it penetrates deeply in the ears.
You're being pulled into the ground. Are we?
Oh, fuck. Okay, fine.
Go out.
So are you guys going back?
Mike
Sorry.
is.
Or are you leaving the cheerleader to die?
Mike is, because currently this doesn't read as lethal. This reads as inconvenient. So he's like, I just don't want to deal with whatever the next step of this trap is. So, but he does pass the book to either Orion or Jordan, whichever one grabs it out of his hands when he does the baton pass.
Absolutely, Ryan, because I'm trapped too.
Yep. So you are not being sucked down, I will say. But Jordan, give me a brawn roll. Give me a 3.
3 out of 4. That's a 3. Yay.
Lovely. You break out. You can keep going.
Okay. Run.
Yeah. Emma, Mike comes over to help pull you out. I need you to give me a brawn roll. I will say you get an automatic +1. Give me a 16.
This is gonna hurt, I can tell. Nope.
All right, cool. Well,
10.
So you do get 2 more adversity tokens for failing that flight roll and for failing that brawn roll, but you get sucked down even further.
She's screaming even more bloody murder.
Yeah. Mike has the trait cool under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
With that, can I give her an extra +1 or anything else because her helper is not freaking out?
I will say yes. So Emma, give me another brawn roll. This time you can add 2 to your roll. Give me a 16.
14.
So you do have your 2 adversity tokens that you can add to make a 16.
I added. And,
Oh,
I'm a 12.
So 12 with the +2 from Mike plus your 2 adversity tokens.
Wait, no, I have a 12 on the die.
So the +2 from Mike gives you to 14. If you want to add your 2 adversity tokens, you can get to a 16.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay, so you are being pulled out, not all the way, because you got sucked down twice. So try again. I will say for narrative purpose, this is a pass or fail.
10?
You get sucked completely under.
Excellent.
I'm going to put something in your player channel.
How's Mike?
So yeah, the cheerleader gets pulled down.
I'm guessing we saw that if Jordan got free at this point.
Yeah.
What?
Is it grabbing Mike?
The grass is still grabbing Mike. I will say it is not as aggressive now because it got something.
Yeah. Mike definitely kind of like stares at the ground and does some like the idea of leaving anybody behind offends him. So he's kind of like having that moment where he's like, am I dumb enough to dive into the fucking grass? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And he kind of turns around and kind of does the snowshoe high step sort of awkward walk back to the other two.
Okay. So yeah, you guys cross the meadow. You get to a point where the grass is no longer grabbing at you, and a few yards away, you see the crumpled, unconscious body of Emma in front of you.
So what the hell was the point of that?
What?
I don't trust that.
No.
Emma, you slowly come to, and I need you to make me a sanity roll.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you do.
91.
Okay, so even though you saw the most horrific thing being pulled down into the dirt, you saw the horrors of the unknowable cosmos flashing in front of your eyes. You're fine. It was a little spooky, but doesn't really hurt your brain.
Bad trip.
But that's what happens as you come to, is you're reliving that experience.
She's like hyperventilating, and then is there any like, do you actually wear like do either any of the characters actually wear glasses or anything?
Yeah.
So-
Probably.
She starts examining her appearance in your glasses. She doesn't have a mirror in front of her.
I'm gonna like just slowly like take her wrists and just go. What did you want to drink this morning when we got up?
What?
You asked about a drink. Jordan was having a drink and you wanted a specific drink. What did you want to drink when you got up?
You remember.
Tequila?
Okay.
My bow is lopsided. I'm trying to fix it.
Sure. Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. None of you could save me. What kind of friends are you?
The kind that can't fight grass, apparently.
It's grass.
He was trying to save you.
Oh, you can have credit. None of you others get credit.
What happened?
I don't know. It was like every like terrible thing you've ever seen in like a movie that's like a horror movie, like all in one. It was like really scary.
You sound very blasé about that.
I don't know. It was like really scary, but I'm here now.
As much as I want to keep focusing on this, I don't know if that's gonna get us anything, any sort of knowledge about this. I'm glad that you're not down there.
Yeah, me too.
You are covered in dirt, though.
I'm so disgusting.
Ryan, can I see your book?
Yeah, I'll just hold it out.
Accept it and see if she can open it.
Yeah, there's no lock on it.
Cool. Like, what's there?
So there are a bunch of pages with abstract drawings. You see that symbol on the key coming up every now and then. But there are 2 pages with very beautifully written something. It's in some kind of code or language that you can't read. But there's a slip of paper near the back that looks like a cipher.
Never mind. This is all yours. Ryan, like literally, it's all yours.
She's gonna like look over your shoulder as you're looking at it.
Why? And I'll open it.
It's the key and ciphers.
Oh,
and
okay.
I feel like it's all you.
Yeah. I'll just pull a pen out of my bag and just start like scribbling with the cipher.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say I'm not going to make you roll for it because one of your skill is deciphering.
Specifically deciphering. Yeah.
So the 2 pages with the actual writing are steps for rituals. And one of them is to seal away this unspeakable entity whose name you can't even translate. Like there's no way to translate it from the code and the cipher. It's the name of something. To either seal it away forever or to unleash it.
So
Those
these
are
are
the 2 rituals.
So okay, so one ritual open, one ritual close.
Yeah.
Based on what is being described here, does what we saw with the guy with the bullet in his head, does that look anything like any of the steps in here? Like whatever he was doing in that ritual room?
Not at all.
Okay, good to know. And I'll just after like a minute, just go. It's a 2-step process. One lets out the big scary thing, and the other thing locks up the big scary thing.
The big scary thing.
Yeah, it's like the only thing that I couldn't really translate with the cipher. I think whatever is written is just its name, and it's just kind of there's too many consonants. But there's a big scary thing. Like, I mean, it says evil, but that could be alliterative or it can literally be evil. One thing lets it out, and one thing puts it away.
Cool. So we're gonna put away an indescribable evil thing later, and we have the prop for it.
I mean, yeah, unless you have a sudden urge to unleash evil on the world, I think we probably should put it away.
We'll find out. So I guess we just go to the fair and not get sucked in by dirt again.
Preferable, unless you
Emma.
close the book and like shove it in my bag, like next to the tarot cards and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys continue on to the fairground. The grass on your way now is regular grass. It's dormant. It's grass. And as you go on and you get closer to the fairgrounds, you see what looks to be hand-painted signs for the different attractions. You see signs for the menagerie and the circus and the various exhibitions and the Waxworks Museum. And you see the outline through the fog that is slowly dissipating, the fair rides, like the carousel and the Ferris wheel and the pendulum thing. There are lights on some of them flashing, like how they do. You hear the faint sound of carnival pipe organ music. You hear the echo of laughter and conversations and the grinding of gears as some of these rides move around, and you smell this sweet saccharine scent of cotton candy and of the elephant ear or funnel cakes, and the ozone coming from the rides, and the smell of sausages and hot dogs cooking.
So it smells like the essence of fair.
So all the sounds and no actual people? Great.
She sees the sign for menagerie and she goes, "Oh, sorry, I don't. Multiple people? It's not my thing."
It's like an animal exhibit type thing, not that.
Oh.
That's menage chez toi.
I may have passed French through questionable means.
Yeah, having other people do your work. You said it already.
Oh no, I did all this work myself.
Oh, that's why you know the word.
Cool. So, what now?
We go see if they sell fucking corn dogs.
Ew.
I don't want to eat anything here.
I mean, you find a cart for corn dogs. They're fresh.
Whoever made those is the same thing that made the food from the hotel.
I guess.
But they're not shipping in the muffins from Prannels. It's all monster ghost spooky town food.
And that's appealing. Why? Like I don't like. Why is that appealing? You don't know if that's been like completely chemically fabricated or what's in it. It could be this. It could be the reason why we're seeing so much stuff. Because
yeah, and I'm saying that we already had it for breakfast.
Yeah, but having more is not great.
I think it looks fine.
Well, sure, it looks fine. They want you to eat it.
And go ahead, just see if you have to pay for it. And see what pops up when you try to go get the food.
Does anything look lean?
No.
Yeah, I'm at my.
They do
limit
advertise
for,
the fried butter as non-salted, though.
Low fat.
I don't eat regular butter. Why would I eat it fried?
You know what?
Because it's crunchier.
I'll say there's a little froyo section.
Oh, excellent. She will go get some froyo.
Cool.
Well, apart from food, I guess we have to find another one of these somewhere.
Yeah, so you want to go to the menagerie or the wax museum or any other creepy little places? You want to go on the rickety rides? Like, where you want to look?
Mike, his mouth half full of corn dog from another dimension, says, "I'm not getting on any of those rides."
Maybe we can ask somebody where to look.
Okay, ask the voices in the air.
Storyteller, is there a fortune teller's booth in this?
Like a Zoltar?
Or just an actual like a kiosk with a person, or where a person would be?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down until I find it.
Okay, yeah, you find it. It looks garish and you are offended.
Extremely, but I'm used to it at this point. Let's go. It's always one. I'm gonna look in, like, are there like materials in here, or is it just a booth?
Yeah, I'll say it's like a tent. So yeah, there's all like sparkly sequined cloth. There's a tarot deck. There's like smudging sticks. There's a Tibetan singing bowl because that's super, part of the shtick. And there's a crystal ball in the center of the table.
Just like messing with the fabrics and look back at Jordan and the others that they followed and go, the ironic thing is that like people, like my people probably actually sold them this and then they just sort of threw the whole thing together into completely the opposite of it, but that's to be expected. Okay. Do we want to try the crystal ball or the tarot deck? I mean, if it belongs to the creepy magic place, I imagine it has something to it.
Last time we did the crystal ball, you ended up in another room covered in blood.
Good point. I immediately pushed the crystal ball off the table.
It gives a hollow thunk.
Mm-hmm.
Not hollow. You know what it sounds when it hits. It doesn't break, but it's sort of like this is hitting the ground and it's loud.
Yeah, I just push it back with my foot and go, tarot cards it is. And I'll grab their deck and just shuffle.
Okay.
And I'm gonna deal 3.
Okay. So you deal 3, and surprise of all surprises, this is not the 3 you flip over. They are not a normal major arcana, minor arcana. What you see is a noticeably wax figure of a couple people. Mm-hmm. You see Hall of Mirrors. Mm-hmm. And you see, where else I'm going to put you? You see the big top.
And I'll just hold the 3 up to them and go, I narrowed it down, at least.
I don't like any of those.
Me neither, but I mean, we could have pulled, the roller coaster.
Yeah, it's fair. So wax, which is probably full of, more bodies.
Probably.
Or big things.
Probably.
Mirrors, which also
full
illusion,
of people
all that
and
stuff.
yeah.
So big top.
Lions.
Probably lions.
And maybe the clowns.
And the clowns. Which one first?
Or we can split the party.
Yeah, you're funny. We can go in order. Wax, mirrors, big top,
All right.
and with the main event.
Yep. Sure.
Okay.
Play along.
Okay. So right there, I grab the tarot deck and I shuffle it into my already like a 200 card deck and put it in my bag.
Okay. So yeah, we are going to the Waxworks. So this is in what looks to be like a barn exhibition hall. And there are tons of vignettes comprised of wax figures. You know, you have like your British afternoon tea, and you have your rich people playing bocce ball. You know, just random things. And as you enter in, what used to be what you think was a faint whisper suddenly quiets. And it almost feels like the heads of the wax figures almost imperceptibly shift in your direction.
Did anybody else see that Wax movie with Paris Hilton? I'm getting that vibe.
It's not the original.
The Paris Hilton wasn't the original?
No,
Oh, I'm sure it was better.
probably, honestly.
Yeah, so we have things shifting their heads towards us.
Okay.
And everything's
You all
quiet.
wanted to come in here.
I mean, we had to eventually. Well, if one of them actually like turns and looks at you, speak up.
Or speak to them first.
I
Hey,
can,
I have a conversation.
it can go either way. Look, it's that or we just knock them all over, but I feel like that's not going to go so great.
Let's not start that.
Okay. Do we take
Keep
the
looking.
tour?
Look for a key.
Suppose so. With our luck, one of them is wearing it.
Jordan, as you're walking, you see a velvet curtain being pulled that has been pulled over an exhibit.
Being pulled or has been pulled?
It has been pulled.
Okay, so like actually like, but
All right, so Jack the Ripper, Ed Gein, John Wayne Gacy, crazy Abraham Lincoln from Star Trek. What do we think?
I'm gonna go headless.
So, Jordan, you're pulling.
yep, peek.
So this vignette is of the main living area of the presidential suite. I didn't even tell you what figures were in there.
Nope. She just closed that immediately. Like, Orion, could you come look at this, please?
Why?
It's the stage is our suite at the hotel.
I guess that tracks. So we're in the same town.
Hmm?
I'll walk over next to her and just look in.
So yeah, you see what looks to be a recreation of the main room of the presidential suite, and you see through the curtain wax figures of all of you.
I close the curtain. Sit for a second, and I just throw the whole thing back.
Yeah, so you see waxwork figures of yourselves just hanging out.
I'm gonna go examine
fuck
myself.
this.
So it's clearly made of wax, but it's also a little dirty, like it had just been pulled through the ground.
Just gonna like rub it and try and clean it.
So the dirt is part of the wax.
Mm.
So you're touching a waxy surface.
Mm. It's waxy, everyone.
Yeah, that's what wax figures do in a wax museum.
Can you really? Have you seen this place? Just say.
Jordan, yours has scratches on its chest.
Mm-hmm. She's not approaching. She's just looking at a distance, as if like waiting for them to move, just like everything else. All the other ones have moved.
So are you studying it?
From a distance, like
Okay.
watching,
Okay.
staring.
Okay.
Can I look and see if like my birthmarks are in the same places?
Do you have ones visible that your clothes aren't covering?
Yeah, she's got like freckles on her arm, like distinct
they're there.
freckles. Okay.
They're there.
Does Orion's have a key hanging around its neck?
Mm-hmm. But
Can I
the
go
key is
grab
made
it?
of wax.
Okay, I was gonna grab it and just see.
The key is made of wax.
Just pick it up and go, shit. It's worth a shot. Okay, well, as if we needed more clue that we are under observation in this fun fake town.
Mm-hmm.
They've staged it out for us too.
But is there tequila?
It's probably wax.
Damn it.
Mike, what we doing?
At this point, just glaring.
Oh. Oh.
Like he has like he'll deal with suck him down grass or whatever, but a wax version of himself, he's just not thrilled with at all.
So Mike, you're 1 and 2. Jordan, you're 3 and 4. Mike, you notice that the pockets in your pants, your wax figure's pants, looks like it has something in it, but do you have anything in your pocket right now?
No, I'm sure I do. Probably, at the very least, like a Leatherman and a lighter.
Mm-hmm. It looks a little bit more than that.
All right, fine. Ben's having fun. Mike is miserable. He stalks over to his wax work and actually pats it down to start.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see if there's any other surprises under the clothes, and then starts digging into the pockets that look overfilled.
So one of the pockets gives way a little bit more easily than it should, but there's a roll of tickets in there.
Say that word again.
Tickets.
Tickets. Okay.
A roll of tickets to like admit 1 passes to the exhibitions and also to the main event in the big top.
Okay. Well, at least it's free.
Mike, you're the only one that hears murder whispered. And it's coming from your wax figure.
Mike comes to an abrupt halt and gives his waxwork a murderous glare.
It glares
Like a very
back at you, and I need you to make me a sanity roll. As
Yeah,
it starts to
yep,
smirk
that's-
at you.
It's the right answer. I got an 80 above my threshold of 69.
You got 80 above 69. Oh, you got an 80, which is above.
80, comma, above the threshold of 69.
Okay. I was like,
Sorry.
D100s don't go that high. Okay, yeah, then you're good.
Jordan, who was specifically watching to see if the figures move. Did she see that?
She didn't.
Okay.
But your wax work. That hair looks too real. In fact, you remember that hairstyle. That's not the hairstyle you've been wearing. That's the hairstyle from your... What was it? Was it that event that you went to? Or maybe it was that party from your neighbors? Or no. It was that date that you went on.
My figure doesn't look like I should look.
How so?
The hair is wrong. See, this is this and that is not.
Huh. Is it everybody else's look
It
correct?
looks fine.
Mine looks okay, I think.
Does your head like do wax figures have real hair usually? Or they're supposed to be carved, right?
Usually it's part of the figure, but it's not supposed to feel real. You're not really supposed to touch it.
Clearly, you all have gone to very, very poor wax museums because the ones I go to, like, they have real hair, legit.
I don't see you as a wax museum going type of person.
No, but like, okay, so like, my family would take me on these stupid trips because they wanted to like bond or whatever, and then we would like go see like the stupid attractions, and it was usually like a dumb thing, like a wax museum, or like the world's biggest ball of yarn, or like the largest dust mite, or like an ant farm that could like lift a rock. We drove around a lot.
But sorry, but I thought like even like I didn't think this would be like an expensive wax museum here to use real hair, but even the expensive ones use like yak hair or something, not regular hair.
I don't want to touch this thing.
I'll touch it.
Okay, go ahead.
She touches it.
So as soon as you touch it, that hairstyle immediately whiffles down into the one that Jordan is wearing.
Oh, that's cool. Do you think we could replicate this? Because I would love to just be able to touch my hair and have it get done for me. That would make my life so much easier.
Jordan,
Why
your
did
wax
you-
figure winks at you.
Well, I mean, so long as you're not made out of wax in the process, I guess that's fine.
It moved.
What do you mean it moved?
What?
Did y'all see it move?
No.
It Cool, I don't be here anymore.
Somebody had too many mimosas.
I'm gonna give you the option, Tommy. Do you want to roll sanity on that?
It was slight enough that probably not.
Okay.
I'm sure
Mine
something.
talk to me. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go to the weird like mirror hall.
Wait, yours talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
What did it say?
Stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah,
That
it said
sounds
stuff.
really suspicious.
Well, anything, the wax shouldn't be talking, so that's by itself. So we should go. Do we have the thing we need? Is that what we
Clearly,
need?
none of you have been to Disneyland. Animatronics.
Does this? I just push mine over. Does this look like an animatronic?
They could have built animatronics inside the wax.
Rip yours arm off.
No, don't rip my arm off.
See if it's
Rip your own
animatronic.
arm off.
See if it's animatronic. I mean, go ahead. Do
She'll go
mine.
rip off, not her arm. She'll rip off Jordan's arm.
The wax arm comes off. It's also now becoming a little brittle because there are cracks in it. Because wax.
I feel better. It doesn't have an arm, so if it attacks us, it only has one arm. So can we go?
Sure.
She's gonna
You see the middle
throw the
finger.
arm over it,
Jordan. You see the middle finger twitch on your wax figure. On the
Yeah,
arm
let's
that was
go.
ripped off.
It's moving still. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm probably hallucinating.
Sure. Why not? Let's go into the mirror room. That's better for hallucinations.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you walk out of the Waxworks barn and you make your way to the exhibitions area. It's not just the Hall of Mirrors. There's also a little tent for the theater area that is showing a black and white silent film. There is the freak show area that has just a bunch of posters for, like the bearded lady and the lizard man and things like that. You see some cages that are empty, the doors flung open, and shelves of jars with something in them. There looks to be the steam-powered carousel in the far distance. There aren't horses on them. You don't know what these creatures are, but they're clearly not horses. You can tell even at a distance. And then yes, there is the Hall of Mirrors.
Well, we can avoid all this and go right in, or if anybody's having second thoughts.
I am curious about that carousel, but also not curious about the carousel.
You can look at it on the way back if you want.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Let's go into the other illusion room.
Yep.
So yeah, you all enter the Hall of Mirrors. You walk in and you hear off in the distance, whispers. And they're kind of indistinguishable, but it's whispering. And as you go in, you pass by your reflections and it looks normal until you turn a corner and it doesn't. Your reflections don't exactly match up with your movements. It's slight at first, but things are different. And sometimes you see two of yourself in a reflection when there should only be one.
Every time I see two of myself in a reflection, I instinctively look behind me.
Jordan's mostly making sure that everyone is staying together as well as she can. Keep track of actual physical bodies.
I'm gonna roll to see who gets lost.
Of course.
Emma.
Of course.
It only makes sense that I would wander off.
Of course.
You get lost. You know what? You get fascinated with one of your reflections a bit too long because this one has highlights, and you're thinking, "Wait, would I look good with highlights?"
Oh my god, I could pull off highlights.
And you see another you in the reflection behind you. This one also covered in dirt, and it looks pissed.
I look so good, and there's a creepy version of myself over there. I'm just gonna turn around.
You see a you behind you. You fucking bitch.
Just gonna close my eyes, and then I can't see anything.
No, you can't wish me away. You fucking did this to me. What are you gonna do about it?
I didn't do anything.
What do you mean you didn't do anything? You super did this to me.
Like Mike, like somebody.
No. You're not gonna call my friends to help you. They're my friends, not yours.
They're definitely my friends. I don't know what you're talking about. You're like a
You
crazy
know exactly
person.
what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
You're like crazy, and you're just like,
Oh
trying
my
to
god,
kill
don't
me.
psychoanalyze me. That's super rude.
But it's like super true. Hey, Orion.
Oh my god, never mind. Ignore me. I'm just like super pretty. I love my reflection. You fucking give me my life back, you bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
You're not even me.
Look
Look at you. You're
Look at me.
like hair's
She slapped you in the
off and
face.
you're- How dare you?
Yeah, you can't make the first move, but I fucking can.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what that means. And you do know exactly what that means.
She's gonna start like hitting back and like ugly girl fight.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're getting into a girl fight. So again, free and out contested fight rolls. Roll that
like
D12.
hearing echo of this through the halls.
You are. All right.
Ooh.
So I got a 12.
I got an 8.
Cool. So I win the first round. Next round, I got a 9.
I got a 6.
Cool. I win the second round.
Do we even do a third?
I mean, maybe. Let's see how badly. I got an 11
Ooh, 15.
out of a D12 for your fight.
Oh, shit, I've been rolling the wrong one. Damn it.
Well, I won anyways.
I got a 5.
Okay, cool. So I win. You know what happens then.
Excellent.
So yeah, all y'all hear the sounds of ugly girl fighting.
I'm sending you a question.
We need to find her.
Follow the screaming?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah,
have 2
just
voices?
we'll just like hand on the mirrors is dragging as I walk to try to find this location. Just smudging them as I go. Emma? Great. Great.
And Mike is actively looking pretty hard.
Oh.
He's not calling out, but he is putting real work into finding them.
I will say eventually you do find Emma. And it's just her, but you can see that there are, scratches on her. Her hair is messy from being pulled. She's got some like redness around from where she's been hit.
Hey,
Took you long enough.
sorry.
What happened?
What?
You all are awful. You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
What happened?
Literally, I don't even know how we could possibly be friends.
That wasn't you, was it?
What happened?
You literally couldn't even tell me, like, me?
I thought asking a question from this morning would help because it was just in time, but apparently not.
Sorry, what?
I literally hate you all.
I asked Emma what she wanted to drink this morning to make sure that it was actually her. And apparently it knew.
Emma, you do need to make me a sanity roll though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh wait, wrong dice. Hold on. I rolled a 26.
Yeah, that's under your threshold, so you're good. It was scary as fuck. but
I
you're not
thought
taking
you
any
all
damage.
were my friends.
I thought asking a question about the time before it showed up would discern, but apparently it knows your memories too.
Yeah, well, guess what? I was like there watching you all just like talk to me and act like everything was hunky dory.
There where?
I don't know, like I could see it, like it was on TV.
So wait, so you got replaced with a different version of yourself that also
A far
had your
inferior
memories.
version.
Yes, she did, much like I almost did back at the house.
When did you?
When you found me covered in blood.
Gotcha. All right.
Cool. Evil twins. Awesome.
Cool. Evil
Great.
twins. Yeah. Cool. Excellent.
Cool.
If they've got memories still, then can't even tell them apart.
Well, they probably have memories of what we do at this place because this place is staged. So if there's actors, yeah, they're gonna know what she wanted to drink because they heard that. So probably need to know something. Well, can't say it here anymore because they can hear it. So, like, can't do anything like before this because they'll just, yeah. Thought, cool, great. Well,
Or you could just like realize that I'm not me. She
How?
didn't even actually look like me.
no, she looks exactly like you. So how can we like determine
true.
between you
Not true.
and that?
I'm just saying, if my squad was here, they would have recognized me.
They're not. We're
They
here.
would have. They would have known.
We won't. We don't. So you need to help us with that.
Oh,
We
gee,
met
let me
you.
just like wave at you and say, ooh, it's not me.
Did you try being loud enough?
If anybody here could possibly be loud enough, it would be me.
Okay, so then you actually did try to contact us and we
Yes.
couldn't hear you at all.
Yes.
Good to know. That's fun, hell. I don't like having this argument with a bunch of reflections around us either.
All
Where
your
did it
reflections
go?
are now staring at all of you.
I want to leave.
Yeah. Yep. Let's get the hell out of here.
Sure.
Also, thank you, Rumbre, for streaming, or was it rating? That's the word I'm looking for. Rating. Hello, Sean. So yes, you leave the Hall of Mirrors. Jordan, you expressed some interest in the carousel.
Yeah, because then they're weird shapes and they're not horses, and I'm kind of curious.
Weird beasts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. What weird beasts?
They're kind of unrecognizable. They don't look like any animals that you know. I need you to roll me grit.
Okay.
Let me pull up your sheet. Your grit. Roll me a 14.
Okay. That is a 20. 21.
You're good. Yep, you're good.
So just
Is
weird
anyone-
animals.
Yeah, it's weird. Is anyone coming up with Jordan to look at the carousel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Roll me your grit. Mike, are you joining in on this?
Yes.
So your threshold is an 8. Orion, give me a 5. Perfect. And Emma, 7.
I rolled an 11.
Do you have a +1 on your grit?
I do.
Okay, cool.
9.
And what threshold did I give it to you?
8.
6.
Lower
8,
than
okay.
9.
Yeah, okay, cool. Then yeah, this looks weird.
Not writing it,
No.
but aliens. These aren't any type of mythological creature, right, Orion? Like,
None that I can place.
No, they're just wrong.
cool.
Like, yeah,
It's
no.
like someone who never saw a horse tried to make a cute horse.
Yeah. Or saw any type of animal that actually exists and attempted to make a really bad. It's like children's drawings, 3D, and yeah.
Storyteller's the control box nearby.
You have to get on the ride to go through to the center in order to get to it.
Okay. Do we even want to mess with this?
I mean, not really. I just wanted to
No.
see if the creatures look like, creatures. I don't want them to then move and start biting. So,
You roll me your brains, Jordan.
everyone?
I specifically for Jordan, since you said that, but anyone can make a brains roll. Jordan, I will give you a difficulty of 6.
I rolled and got a 16.
Yeah. You don't get the sense that these beasts are gonna move. They look like almost like they're here as a distraction from something.
That's not any better.
I think we need to stay focused on what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Big Top.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
I
immediately
guess.
pivot and turn around and look behind me.
You see the way you came,
Yeah, big top then.
and as you all turn around, you hear the soft neighing of something behind you.
I vote we keep walking.
I don't want to look back. Nope, we're just gonna keep going straight
Just
ahead. Nope.
Keep
nope,
walking.
not even. I
So we
denied
go-
it.
We go into the big top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely. We get to the big top, and yeah, it's like a coliseum of a big top tent. There are the bleachers of seats circling around the center ring, and as soon as you come in, it was dark, but as soon as you walk in through the open tent flaps, spotlights come on and start illuminating the stage area. It's not directly in your face, so it's not super blinding, but it is a big shift in light. And there are all these different colors. And out of the corners of your eyes, no matter where you look, it's almost like you see movement. The swinging of the trapeze, or just some juggling balls just rolling across the floor, or sear wheels spinning off in the distance, as if something had been touching it but had just been let go when it catches the periphery of your vision. And you hear the pitter patter of feet as if there are performers moving around.
I want to pick up one of the either juggling balls or bowling pins, whatever. Whatever it is, I'm just gonna hold it.
You all see Orion holding a juggling ball.
I'm just waiting and listening.
I don't like any of this. Y'all are seeing this, right? It's not just me.
Well, I'm not seeing it. I think that's the point.
No, the
Just want to go
moving.
back to the hotel. I just want to go back to the hotel.
So as soon as she says that, the tent flaps close, and distorted circus music starts playing, like the record it's being played off of, or the toy organ it's being played on, is a little warped somehow. And you hear a low roar of applause start to echo in the seats, and a spotlight comes at the top of the tightrope wire, and there is a key hanging from a string in the center of it.
Yep.
So,
Hey, award-winning gymnast cheerleader. How do you feel about heights?
I'm a flyer.
so you can't?
Clearly, you don't know what that even means. It means I get thrown up in the air all the time.
Okay, I don't know if we can throw you that high, but there's probably a ladder.
I don't trust any of you to throw me, honestly, except for maybe Mike.
Well, hopefully you trust us
Oh,
to
I
catch
could throw you. I could get you in the air. No promise about the landing, but I could get your feet off the ground.
I will say there is a ladder to the tightrope, and it's not death-defyingly high. And there is also a safety net underneath.
I was about to ask about that part next, yeah.
This thing
Definitely
isn't
goes.
actively trying to kill you right now.
I don't know that.
All right, this second.
Right now.
Just entertain.
She's gonna start climbing the ladder, regrettably.
Uh-huh.
Any of the pegs start to break or anything?
Nope.
Just
She
watching.
gets to the top.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've never really walked on a tightrope. This isn't really a gymnast thing we do.
Is it close enough that you can dive for it if there's a safety net?
No, I have an idea. It's not a great idea.
Hang from it upside down.
Yeah.
Might as well.
So she's gonna grab the rope and hook her legs and basically hang sort of like a sloth and just crawl to the key rather than walking across it.
Okay, but then that begs the question of how are you going to reach the key?
Well, because I can
Figure out
hold
reach
on to
it.
the rope with one and then reach with the other.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Because my
have
legs
you-
are gonna be hooked over it.
Right. Okay. Sure, I can make that work. I am gonna need you to make me a series of 3 rolls.
Excellent.
All of them flight rolls.
Oh, less excellent.
And I need to give you. I'm not gonna punish you on this. Just give me a diff 5.
Where's my D8? Don't fail me now.
Okay, so your hands. I won't say you fall off, but your hands are now super sweaty, and
Oh, this is
this-
so gross.
this is also it's tightrope wire, so it's
Ooh, so
real
it's painful.
yeah, it's real uncomfy on your hands.
Remember how I said that I could do this, everyone? I don't know if I can.
If you don't think you can, then come back, but we have to figure out how to get to that.
Give me another roll.
I believe in you.
Diff 5. Yeah, it's starting to bite into the skin of your hands. You're still moving, but it's biting into the skin of your palms, and also that tender space on your knees where it's hooked
Yep.
over to the wire.
Yeah. I might be kind of bloody when I come back down.
Bloody? Oh,
Yeah, first aid
right.
kit?
One more
I
roll.
think we do.
Ooh, 8.
Nice. So that technically explodes, but you've already hit your target. So I'll say on this one, you managed to get the key, And while you don't get any more injuries, it's still a not great. You hit 8. I'm just gonna give this to you. You don't get any more injuries as you get back to the starting point, but the ones that you did get already
Are pretty rough.
Yeah, it's not good. But you have
I got a key. Can we leave now?
Yes.
My hands are really messed up.
Yes, thank you. That's good job.
Also, the key has a tag on it.
Whose name?
Here. I'll just take it and look at the tag.
It's Emma's name.
Well, this one was for you.
I don't want it.
Do you want me to hold on to it like Jordan's?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put it in with the others. Yeah, I don't think we need to be here any longer.
No, I don't like this.
I want to go home.
Okay.
Me too.
Let's walk back towards the tent flap.
Oh, they're open.
Yep.
Of course they are.
I just walk out into the main area.
Yeah, you walk out into the main area, and as you go towards the main gate on this route, you pass by the menagerie, and you hear the faint sound of birds and maybe what sounds like an elephant. Maybe. And you hear scratching on wood, and you see cages. All of their doors are open, and there is a mural on one of the walls of all of the animals that one could see in the menagerie. And even though the eyes are painted on, they are all staring straight at you.
Are we about to be chased?
Maybe not if we don't, turn our back to it, whatnot.
What they say when you see like a bear or whatever, it's like no sudden movements, like.
Yep. I just take a slow step backwards as I'm looking at the mural.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a horse neigh
From the same direction, or?
from behind you.
Is it just me or was that?
Jordan will turn around and look at it.
It's the carousel.
The entire carousel?
The entire carousel.
We just got snuck up on by a carousel.
Great.
Cool.
Are you all looking at the carousel?
Nope.
Just Jordan.
I'm still looking at the menagerie.
Nothing's changed.
No,
The
Mike
eyes
will
are still
probably look at
staring
the
you.
carousel too, so it's probably 2 and 2.
Mhm.
I'm
Those
still
horse
trying to move
things-
towards the gate.
Those horse things seem to be looking at you too.
Yeah, just still trying to move towards the gate, just keeping eyes on it.
Yep.
Do we
Maybe
want to
it
roll
won't
our
move.
sanity?
Yeah.
No, a carousel snuck up on us.
Uh-huh.
Sanity.
No.
You know what? Fair.
No.
So I got above my threshold.
So you're good. Tell me your threshold is 73. You
That
just gotta roll
is-
under that.
Oh,
Rolled a 40.
You're good.
It is not rolling. Oh no. You said 73?
Just roll under a 73.
No, 77.
Cool. Roll me your brains.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I rolled above mine too.
aha.
Oh, you rolled above yours. Oh no.
I rolled
then
above
you-
my threshold.
Oh, no, then you lose sanity. Sorry, roll me your brains as well.
Okay.
6.
Happy
6.
to.
Okay. So, Tomi, you are now at, what is that, 84? Yeah, you need to roll below your threshold.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I lost 1 sanity.
Oh no, you're at 96 out of 100.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You are still the second most sane person here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carousel snuck up on you, and that's shaking you.
Mm-hmm. So we're
Gonna have
staring
to sit with
directly
that.
at it, while still moving towards the exit. Because maybe if we look at it, it won't sneak up on us and won't move.
Yeah, I'm just backing up, staying close to them, but looking at the menagerie and just sort of like side-eyeing the carousel as we go past it.
Off in the distance, you see the lights of the Ferris wheel turn on, and it starts to spin.
Briefly distracted, look back at carousel.
I feel like it's
still
go
there.
time. I feel like it's go time.
Probably.
We're
Yeah.
still trying.
Let's
Let's
look.
try
I'll
and
go
run.
through the fucking wax museum. I'll go under that tent, but I am not getting hung up 300 feet in the air on a fucking tiny little tin gondola.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
No, that fog's gonna have to push me the fuck in there.
I just keep backing up towards the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping you from leaving.
Yep.
Cool.
Then we absolutely
We
do.
leave.
Yeah. And you leave the gates of the fairgrounds, and you make your way back to the meadow.
We
Start having like flashbacks. I don't know if I want to go through this meadow either.
Do you want to just run now that we know?
Probably.
As
Just
you
dash.
get close to it, it quickly withers and dies.
Cool.
Or
And
that?
it's now brown.
That doesn't comfort me at all. But
I'll take it.
Mike, as you cross the
Mhm.
meadow, you hear the tiniest, faintest sounds of screaming with each footfall.
Like the grass is screaming.
Like the grass is screaming.
Cool. I put a phenomenal amount of mental effort into not thinking about that. I am totally willing to roll sanity about it, but he just like
I mean, if you want to roll me your sanity, you can roll me your sanity on that.
he just refuses to engage, which I feel like is one of those. Oh boy.
Did you roll under
My-
a 69?
I rolled a 68. Like,
Oh.
yeah. This is
Barely
Neo
making it.
dodging the bullets there.
Okay.
He doesn't think about it. He doesn't think about it. He thinks about it the whole time, but he doesn't think about it.
Are you outwardly showing like any kind of struggle, any kind of anxiety or tenseness?
Absolutely. Like he is absolutely like his shoulders are up. You know, he's definitely doing the I'm uncomfortable, I don't like being here. Probably from the outside it looks like the way someone has to get to their car when it rains and they're not wearing the right clothes, so they feel the cold rain like going down their back. But
to be fair, Jordan's doing that exact same thing and doesn't hear the screaming. Like, just go fast as possible.
Fair. Zach, you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm also going faster, and I pulled out the book and was looking at the other pages to see like if there's anything else in here as I'm just like high stepping through the dead grass.
Yeah, the other pages seem to be just like filler to make this look like a big book. But the relevant pages are the ones that you decoded.
Okay.
You do see an image of one of the carousel horses, though.
In the book?
Yeah.
On the relevant pages or the filler pages?
On filler page.
Yeah. So. Anything else look familiar in it?
Other than the symbol, no.
Okay. I pull the relevant pages out of the book and then store them separately from the book.
Okay.
Then we keep walking.
Yeah, so you make it back to the hotel. Emma, I am sure you're going to want to take a nice long shower. But before that, there is something in your mailbox.
Nope.
I got it last time.
I got it. My day's already fucked. I just, what?
So there are actually two things in your hand as you pull it out.
All right.
So one of them is a flyer for an open house at the elementary school.
Okay.
And the other one is a bank deposit receipt slip.
Well, I got to tell you, I'd rather go to the bank.
What about the bank?
Apparently there's an open house at the elementary school, and we've got a deposit receipt from a bank.
But remember what banks have. They have safety deposit boxes. And remember what I found in a safety deposit box? The gun. I think this is safe.
What does
Do you
it
remember the
say?
number on that deposit box?
There wasn't
any
a
chance
number.
There was no
Okay.
number.
What does the bank slip say?
No, good question. I don't know. I've never put anything except for money in the bank. So
So yeah, the slip is for the First National Bank of Archers Point. And the account number is smudged out. The deposit was for $150 to the account of smudged out name.
it says it's just money. Just $150. I mean, so it's not.
To who?
Let me guess.
To what?
To who? Or from
It's
who?
smudged.
Oh, yeah. Oh. All right.
I'm thinking that that's more just to point us in the next direction. I don't know if there's actually money waiting for us.
I don't think it's useful here. Anyway, they don't know what money is.
But they gave us the tickets.
We didn't use the tickets, did we? Except for going into the big top.
No.
Do you still have the tickets?
Unless there was exactly enough to get us into the big top. If there was a surplus, then yes.
It's mushy. It's like you put it through the wash.
And he throws it into the corner. And
I'm gonna reach in the bag and pull out the juggler ball that I took.
What juggler ball?
I got. Great.
Props. It's only meant for that location. And then once it's done, that's it.
Limited availability.
Yeah.
So which one?
School or bank?
I vote
I'd
bank,
much
less
rather go to
children.
the bank.
Yeah, honestly, bank.
Okay.
Well, now I know how to start next episode.
Cool.
Thank you
Cool,
guys. You are wonderful. We will see you again on the 28th.
Bye, everyone.